All right, welcome to our new representative June webinar. I am Emily Seagren. My team is Team Momentum. I invite Team Momentum to this call, but I also invite other representatives. So I hope you find something helpful and that you are as excited to start your Avon business as I am to work it every day. How's my sound? Am I good? You can type in the chat box, and if you have questions, still clear. Good. Is it an improvement? Rob bought me a big ball microphone. So hopefully you guys can hear me better. I have crazy lighting that's blinding me. Good. Okay, so you're not on camera. I always tell that because everyone always asks. There's a joke. Yeah, I know. I noticed that when I said that, Sarah. I'll leave that one alone. So welcome to Team Momentum. Failure will never overtake me if my determination to succeed is strong enough. I'm not going to lie to you guys in the beginning. It takes a bit to get your momentum going, to figure out what's going to work best for you. And what I really recommend is that you try new things all the time and you figure out what you really enjoy doing and what you're good at, because then you're excited, it rubs off on the people around you, you get more sales, you get people that want to be part of it because they see how excited you are. So build a business, if possible, that you really enjoy working. So as a member of Team Momentum, those are people that are signed up under me or under any of my leaders. You do get access to my makeup marketing training for free. So we are signing up so many new representatives that I set that up about once a week. And so watch your email. And when you get an email saying you have access to Avon training by Emily Seagren, definitely take advantage of that. I've been selling for 9 years. Hopefully you can learn from the mistakes that I made. And I just kind of figured my own way out and never gave up. So when I got frustrated, when I was failing, I just kept going and improving and building a stronger and stronger business to the point today where I can barely keep up with it. So keep that in mind on those days when you're struggling. Use that to fire the energy within you to build a solid, successful business. So we are over 800 representatives by now. We are represented in almost every state in the country. Some of that stuff is fun for me to look at, so I should definitely check that out. It's been a while since I've seen how many states we come from. If you don't have an upline, possibly you will with the changes that are taking place in the next couple of months. Possibly you won't, but there are leaders out there like myself that share with all representatives. So don't feel left out if you don't have an upline. Jennifer's asking, what is an upline? So there's two different people that are your contacts right now. You may have been introduced to a manager that is an employee of Avon, and you may have seen that you have a mentor or a leader. So the mentor and leader is the Avon representative that you are under. Some of you are directly under the company. So if you go to my account and you look at your profile, your support information will be in there. And then you can see who is your contact and how to get a hold of them. But if you don't have that, still take part in the community of Avon. Join the Facebook groups. Don't feel left out because you don't have a direct support. I am self-made, so some people look at me and see my success and think that somehow I cheated to get here. Some people think I had an advantage and that's how I got here. But to be completely honest and blunt, I worked my little hiney off to the point where today I am seeing huge results. So as you're building your business and you're feeling frustrated and wanting to give up, look to those people who have already found success to keep you motivated through those struggling times. We are our own bosses. We have our own business. So it is going to be hard work if you want to make a living out of it. You know, it all depends on what your intentions are. If you want to just have fun or get a discount, that's fine too. So we all have different reasons why we are Avon representatives. So as a team, we have almost 700,000 in sales for the year. My goal is for us to hit over 2 million. Year-to-date increase, we're over 230,000 increase, and I hope we have more than $1 million increase. So I am always willing to answer questions. I want to kind of stick to the topics on the slides as I go through. So if you have any questions about what I'm discussing, feel free to put them in the chat box. Otherwise, if it's something different, just wait and I'll answer questions at the end of the presentation. So a little bit about me. I live in Rockford, Illinois, the beautiful Midwest, and we're finally getting some nicer weather. We had rain forever, but it's finally getting nice, feeling like summer. We opened our pool. My husband's an engineer, and our kids, Josh and Ava, are 10 and 6. So they are the reason I became an Avon representative, to be able to be a mom and also have a career. Like I mentioned, a lot of us are going to the Bahamas this coming week. So instead of looking and wishing you were there, although I'm sure you will, I would too, just look how much fun we have and use that as fuel for the next incentive or whenever the next trip is, to make it so that you are there. So a lot of my Avon business I've built big by committing and then figuring out my way as I go. Cheryl and I did the Avon 39 walk for breast cancer last weekend. I somehow managed to walk 26 miles and I had worn these bright neon pink socks, and I was killing by the end of the walk. I did train, but you know, probably not as much as I should have. And I take my shoes and socks off and my feet looked like they had rashes all over them. And I think it was actually like chemical burns from the socks. So needless to say, I did not go the 13 miles the following day. But we had a lot of fun. Whatever the Avon event that is happening around you is, I recommend getting involved. The more you get involved with the company, the events, the community, the better you'll do and the more excited about your own business you will be. So just to show you, you know, what this opportunity can do for you, I've been selling over 9 years. I have counted that I've earned or gone to like New York to visit corporate 25 trips in 9 years. So I don't think those are like normal results, but just to show you, like, if you really work hard at this and you're dedicated and you don't give up, there's some really cool opportunities with Avon. So I've earned trips to Hawaii and Alaska and Cancun, Bahamas, Puerto Rico. We had an incentive where we had a private John Bon Jovi concert. That was probably one of my favorite incentives. It was super cool to be seeing him in a room of only like 200 people. I met Fergie, so that was awesome opportunity again. Just make the most of your life and your Avon business, and don't worry what other people are thinking about you, or if they're judging you or whatever. Do your own thing. You start becoming more successful and doing more fun things and earning more money. And trust me, your friends and family start asking you about the opportunity. Yes, John Bon Jovi looked pretty good. It was cool. I loved that. So I've earned, I think 2 iPads, TVs, you know, so on and so forth. So Avon does some really exciting incentives. And what you want to do is focus on having good sales, promoting your online presence, and signing people up to become reps. Because once you get those 3 activities into your daily and weekly routine, the incentives start just falling into place for you. So start getting in the habit of building those 3 areas of your business, and the incentives are usually focused on those 3 things. So let's see, there you are, had wrong. Oh, Julie was able to jump on. I think she had the wrong number for our meeting. Okay, so my only regret, you know, not taking advantage of some things because I was shy or didn't know many people. I've really come out of my shell with Avon, and now I have fun, and I love what I do. I also regret not building my team sooner. I didn't start focusing on that till 2014, and to see how far we've come in just a few years, it would have been cool to started that even earlier. So we all started our Avon business for a certain reason. So if you guys are popping off, no problem. I record all the calls, so I always send out the recording so you can watch it at a later time. What's your why? It's important to always keep that in your head. Sometimes it will evolve and change. Mine at first was to be able to stay at home and work from home. Now I already do that. So my goal now is to make enough money so Rob doesn't have to work eventually if he doesn't want to. So always keep in mind what your goal is. If it's material things like a new house or a new car, post a picture of that up you know, next to your work area so that you're always reminded why you're doing what you're doing. Yes, we need to help our husbands retire early. We are beauty bosses, and we can do that. Rob said the other day at work, he said that eventually he's going to be selling lipsticks. So hopefully that's true. Okay, so try these 3 key actions every day. Always carry brochures and samples and share them everywhere you go. Especially in the summertime, I feel like we all are much busier and out and about. And the more you can work your Avon business into your life, the easier it goes together. So the easier it is to do your deliveries and to find new customers. And always be promoting that e-store so that if you come across people that aren't local to you, they can continue to be your customer through your website. Invite customers to sample the quality of our products. Avon products are really great and high quality for an affordable price. So having samples on hand, having demos, or wearing them, wearing the jewelry, wearing the clothes so that people ask you, and it's a perfect opportunity to share an Avon catalog with them. Okay, so spread the word that you're open for business 24/7. So we want to think about how we can reach our closest support, our inner circle, if you will, those people that we talk to every week. We want to announce it to them. Maybe we want to have an open house where we have brochures and we have a few products to sample. You can have tons of samples. Those aren't as pricey as the products. Use that catalog because in the beginning you don't have a lot of money to invest. At least I did not. So you can't really bump up that amount that you invest back into the business until you start building a strong customer base and have those sales and profits coming in. Post on social media regularly. I like to give the tip that on my personal page, I like to share more of my Avon stories. So here's the event I'm working at. Here's where I met my team member out for dinner. Here's a new representative that I signed up. So really focus on those relationships and those activities that you're doing based around your Avon business on your personal profile instead of always pitching product or asking for people to sign up. So I think those types of posts are what people sometimes get turned off by. But if you share like a magazine feature where Skin So Soft Bug Repellent was one of the top rated products, that's like an endorsement. So think more creatively on how you share on social media. And if you can be more creative and grabbing people's attention and getting a lot of engagement, that's better than posting, 40 times a day or whatever. So make what you're doing count and make sure you're having fun doing it. You guys are having your own little conversation over here, so I'm not even going to try to hop into that. Let's build your contact list. As a brand new representative, you may want to leverage those people that you already know. Maybe you can afford to give some of your products away. That's a really great way to get people who are kind of have, hang on. Here we go, guys. Sorry. Okay. Distractions. So now I totally lost my spots.
Sorry.
What was I talking about, Robert?
I don't know. On his phone.
Oh, I know. Okay. Yes. Thank you, Sarah. So if you can afford to give away products, then people are like really pleasantly surprised. I think I have ADD because if I start reading or someone distracts me, my mind like blanks out. So if you let them try that, then they get hooked. So I actually have an Avon retail store, which isn't allowed anymore, but all of my past employees hardly ever knew anything about Avon. And once they tried the products, they keep coming back as customers, even though they've moved on in a different job. So do what you can to get samples and get products. If you're buying gifts, maybe you want to gift Avon. Do it while you're out and about. Other places that people have success leaving catalogs are doctors' offices, counselors, dentists, anywhere where people are going to be in a wait area. So tanning salons, hair salons, think about all those places. Just stop in and say, hey, I was wondering if I could leave some Avon catalogs here. Work it into the laundromat, the restaurant, grocery store. I see people leave them in the bathroom. I'm not about that, but whatever. Another place where people find success are retirement homes, because those people don't get out as often. So it's nice to have someone come and bring products to them. Be friendly with your bank teller, your grocery store clerk. When you're out at the gym, just ask, hey, have you seen an Avon catalog lately? If they say no and kind of don't seem interested, oh well. If they say yes, even better. So when I started asking, I really was surprised how many people do want a catalog. So we have the Avon brand as a familiar name to most people. A lot of people tie childhood memories to Avon because their grandma sold, or their aunt sold, or they remember the Avon lady used to come over with the little lipsticks. Everyone's got their own little story about Avon. So use that to your advantage. So what you want to do is go through and list out the people that you know, call them up, see if they want a catalog, or have an open house. You can also offer the opportunity to them. If you're not comfortable with that yet, that's your choice. So what I really like about the Avon business is how flexible it is, because you can really build it around you and around your life. Ew, your Avon lady chewed tobacco and brought her cup. Oh my gosh. That's not right. Okay. Talk to 3 people a day. Bring business cards with you. Business cards are great to hand out. You also want to get contact information. So someone who does want your catalog, put a Post-it note on the front of it, jot down their name and their phone number, and say, hey, what's the best way to follow up with you? Because people are busy, they forget. You are the sales representative, so following up is a customer service skill. It's not a sales pitch, because you've already given them the book. You just want to follow up and see if they have an order for you. So talk to 3 people. If you're nervous about talking to people, the more you do it, the more comfortable it'll become. Uh-oh, Cheryl's on. I think I was saying something funny about you earlier. I don't remember what it was. 6 tips to start your success. So share your brochures. These are your stores. You want to also use your brochures as to get the most out of them. So I always like to include my website on there. Sometimes you can put a fundraising flyer in there. You can include samples. You can do an opportunity flyer. So those books are pretty pricey, so make the most out of them. And hand them over and talk to your potential customers, especially in the beginning. I mean, tossing is a great technique as well, but if you can't afford a lot of books and you're not getting results from tossing, maybe you want to spend more one-on-one time with a few customers and start asking for referrals and spread out from there. Include the daily collection flyers. So we're gonna cover that in another slide. Carry your products and samples. Whatever came in your starter kit is yours to decide what to do with. So you can use them so that you have a testimonial. You can sell them. You can use them as demos. They're yours to use, but I say use them as sales tools. That's just me. Learn about the products. So that can be overwhelming. There's a ton of them. There's new products every 2 weeks. Don't get so caught up on feeling like you have to know the answers to everything. I like to use my website as a tool. So if someone has a question, they have a question about an ingredient, or they have a question about a solution. So maybe they're they're looking for something that has vitamin E or something like that. So you can go to your website and type that in and start learning about the products as people ask you. So don't be afraid to say, you know, I'm new, I'm not sure, let me find out for you. Get your business on track. And one other thing I should say about having that starter kit, and if you order the daily care collection, take real pictures, because sometimes those catch people's eyes better than our produced advertisements. So one of our newer reps posted a real life picture of the daily care collection, and got quite a few orders within minutes of posting it on Facebook. Get your business on track with your getting started guide. Experience and share the products in your kit. Make sure that you take the time in the beginning to learn. I know it's hard because we're excited and we want to get out there and share. But learning is equally as important in the beginning. There's all kinds of videos on YouTube. There's leaders on Facebook. There's Facebook groups. Try not to get caught up in there like 8 hours a day, but maybe you want to split your time so that half is training time, half is exploring, trying to sell, trying to recruit. But I can't stress how important learning is in the very beginning. This webinar, yes, will be posted on YouTube, and you will also get an email copy. So if you were already emailed from me, you'll get it that way, and I'll also upload all the registrants so that everyone will get a follow-up email. Usually I get it out by tomorrow at some point. Learn about the different categories. There are some helpful sales tools like the skincare advisor on your website. There's a fragrance chart so that you can see which ones are floral, which ones are woody. So use the tools online and in your book as knowledge for you to learn about the products as you're selling. I don't think it's so important to like master them like when you're a server at a restaurant and you got to memorize all of the items. I don't think it's like that. I prefer to learn as I go. And you know, when customers order products, take the time to read on the back the description, because sometimes there's really helpful descriptions on there and it gives you more information than it would online. You also can use the customer reviews on your website as a sales tool as well. So if someone asks you, hey, how's the a new reversalist day cream? I have no idea, I've never used it. So go to your website and say, hey, well, 250 customers rate it 4.5 out of 5 stars. And then there's even people's personal testimonials below that. So again, that's a really powerful sales tool for sharing in a blog or on social media. Try to give like endorsements so that people are asking you how to buy. Daily care collection. So you can order this your first 7 campaigns. It's 2 of our most popular. Good, Lee. I'm glad you're enjoying this. Sometimes it's hard for me to go back and figure out what really helps the best in the beginning, but I just remember being just very overwhelmed by everything. I thought it was like too much information. So hopefully I'm helping you sort it out a little better. So this can be ordered for your first 7. It cannot be purchased by your website visitors. So unfortunately, Avon is not able to just put it on new representatives' websites. So if someone did want it that's out of town, you're going to have to order it and find a way to get it to them, ship it to them. I don't know if it's worth your time and money or not. That's something you're going to have to decide. So Skin So Soft, I don't think I've ever met anyone who hasn't heard of Skin So Soft, so definitely use that to your advantage. Moisture therapy is similar to like your Lubriderm. It's a really thick hand cream. And it's great for people that wash their hands a lot, people at hospitals, you know, maybe dentists. Who else washes their hands a lot? Guys that are working out in construction and get cracked. So great product there. And you'll get to know the products more as you go. The Skin So Soft oil is used for many different uses. Do some searching on the internet and you'll find crazy things people use it for. So definitely take advantage of this. If you can't afford to purchase 100 brochures, print out 100 flyers. Put a little label on it, say, hey, I just started my own Avon business. Please contact me for a catalog or shop online. And then you can put your website on there. And again, that's another good thing to use as taking a picture to share on Instagram, or maybe doing a video about it or sharing it on Facebook. Again, this business is cool because it's very flexible and you can build it how you want it to work and fit into your life. So it's an exciting time to be with Avon. Little do you guys know that you came in at a really good time, because now there is no minimum amount to earn commission. So you start earning 20% on your first dollar of sales. Simplified earnings. So before, watches were a fixed commission. Now they are in with the rest of the beauty and jewelry. So if you look in your book, there are fixed earnings items, which means that you only earn 20% on them. It's mostly products that are not made by Avon. But you do earn full earnings on almost everything. So that includes makeup, skincare, fragrance, bath and body, and jewelry. Hopefully I'm not missing anything there. And then you now have the opportunity to earn up to 50%, both on your website and your catalog sales. Just not too long ago, the most you could earn was 25%. So your earnings has doubled its potential since you started. Okay, the Avon commission chart. So hopefully you guys are all familiar with the Kickstart program. You have different sales goals for your first 7 campaigns. And when you meet them, you will get 40% commission on your order totals. So commission and discount are going to be the same for you. So if you're buying products for yourself and you hit these goals, you're going to get 40% off the products. So when you need shampoo, when you need makeup, use Avon. I didn't do that for a long time, and I don't know why. I should have, because we have great products. So eventually I gave in, and now almost everything I use is Avon. So progressive goals, to be so if you bring someone into Avon, someone that's going to sell with you, you can earn a $50 bonus when they place a $150 order in their first or second campaign and they pay for it on time. So here is just a chart that's a little simpler to understand. People learn better when they see the dollar amounts instead of the percentage. So that may be something you want to use in your marketing as well. But follow these and keep track of how you're doing in the Kickstart program on the Kickstart tracking sheet. And I think when I send you the follow-up that I put that in there. So really focus on Kickstart. And don't worry so much about everything else that's going on. As a new representative, that Kickstart program is really important, and so is that daily care collection. How long did it take for me? You know, everyone's journey is so different. I'm going to save that till the end because I'll blab for too long and then I'll be behind on slides. So bear with me as I go through the slides. Take advantage of all 3 Avon earnings opportunities. So you have your catalog sales, you have your online sales, and then when you bring team members into Avon, you can earn that way as well. It's nice to build up all 3 areas so that as one starts taking off or one is having a down time, the other one can help support it. So the more avenues you're bringing in, the more revenue streams you have coming in, the easier it is to build a big, solid business. So one of the most popular, I think this is probably the most popular question from new reps, when is my order due? Yes, it's confusing. There's all kinds of different dates for you to remember. I really like my daily, weekly planner. And once you write it down, it just isn't so confusing as when you're trying to figure it out in your head. So if you're a calendar person, use that, use your phone, whatever it is that you need to remind yourself when it's due. So you're going to see your due date up here. We all have different due dates, so don't just ask anyone when the order's due because we all have different due dates. So you can find it under my account, Key Campaign Dates. If you are on my team and you don't have this option, you may be on flexible ordering. I'm not going to confuse you guys, so if you are and have questions, reach out to me. All right, so our website is also on a different schedule. You can find that here. You want to submit your orders by this date here by midnight. So I like to put the day before for when their order is due, so that you have all the orders in the day before, and then someone will call you the next day and be like, oh, is it too late to put in my order? And then, no, I still can put it in. So always give them a deadline sooner than when you actually have to place it. How do I order demos? So these What's New books are for representatives. It's to give you the opportunity to look ahead at what's coming. It shows you sales tools. Unfortunately, when you look in your order cart and try to order samples or sales tools, they don't have images, which we have been pushing for a long time for that to happen. So hopefully that is going to happen. But look in your What's New to see some of the pictures of your samples and your sales tools. The demo prices are going to show up at the retail amount when you put them in your order cart. Most of them will. Some of them show up at the right cost, but no worries, as long as you use the 6-digit codes from your What's New book, it will bill correctly. And unless it says otherwise, you can only order one of each demo. So some of them say unlimited quantities, so then you can order as many as you want. So use them to wear the products, to have them on hand, order sales tools. There's helpful sales and recruiting tips. You also want to make sure that you're watching your Campaign Central, following Avon USA representatives on YouTube and Facebook. So you want all different ways of having Avon information to access. Brochures. So you're ordering brochures 2 campaigns ahead. So if you are submitting your campaign 13 order, you're going to be ordering campaign 15 books. They get cheaper per brochure the more you buy. And there are, so just to kind of warn you, they're working on delivering the orders in a better fashion. Right now there are tons of representatives, hundreds of thousands. So when you get your orders, they are not nicely arranged in the box. So if you don't order the amount of brochures that comes in a case, sometimes the brochures are thrown in there. So if you can, I really recommend ordering how many are in a case. You can find that out by being in some of the Facebook groups on Facebook. A lot of times it's 60 comes in a case, and they do come in packs of 10. So if you want 10, order 1. If you want 100, order 10. Okay, so ordering samples and sales tools. I also have a couple weeks ago, I made really short videos just on each of these slides. So if you want a refresher, go on to my YouTube channel and you can watch how to do these specific things, activities. So under samples here, you can see the prices. We don't have samples of everything, so get creative. Maybe you want to buy like those little plastic cups that they have at the tanning beds and fill them with Skin So Soft, or fill them with lotion. Maybe you want to go to a baseball game with a little tray and say, hey, would you like to try some Skin So Soft? So have fun with your business, be creative. Go to the dollar store and find cute stuff to make your table look nice, or cute stuff to give your samples away with. Go the extra mile, and that's what builds good, loyal customers and makes people want to purchase from you. Do you charge sales tax? Yes, it's gonna vary based on your county. So do a search online, and this is the math calculation. So around here, our sales tax is 8 1/4. So I would multiply my subtotal by 0.0825 to get sales tax of 83 cents. Avon collects that 83 cents that your customer gives you and pays the sales tax for you, so you don't have to worry about doing that. There are shipping rates based on how big your order is. I wish I should like capture all these comments because I can't really read through all of them. But hopefully you guys can ask your questions if I'm not answering them at the end. Okay, so yeah, you want to look down here, and this is going to be your order size and the amount. I recommend using your customer website if you have someone who wants a product right away, or you have enough orders but you don't want to wait until your campaign due date. Go to your own Avon website. It's always free shipping over $40, and it comes pretty fast, and the whole process is just pretty simple. So you can save on shipping by doing that. You can only order sales tools through youravon.com. But a little trick that some people don't know is that you don't have to pay shipping to get sales tools. So if you've already ran out of brochures and you're having a hot campaign and you want more, call in customer service, place more orders for books, and ask them to waive the shipping charge since you're only ordering sales tools. So here is the support lines for customer service. All right, and Elena is saying that she has a helpful tax calculator app that she downloaded on the Google Play Store. So I love tools and tips that can help us be more efficient. So this is somewhat confusing. I wish it was easier, but we get paid differently based on what type of sale it is. So our face-to-face sales, we're going to collect the amount due from our customer plus sales tax. When we submit it to Avon, they only charge us the cost of the product. So if you meet that Kickstart goal, you're only going to be charged 60% of what the price is in the book. So what that means is you're holding on to the profit and you're only paying Avon the cost. So how do you get paid from face-to-face sales? You collect the money from your customers when they place the order. And then after you pay Avon and you buy your sales tools, what's left is your profit from your face-to-face sales. Really watch your Kickstart goals and the commission chart to make sure you're making the most of the graduated earnings. So don't miss out on the higher commission level because you're $5 away. Okay, so make sure you're paying attention to things like that, so that you're making the most money. How do you get paid from online sales? So this is much simpler if you're able to sign up for direct deposit. So Avon, when you have a sale on your website, a few business days later, you're gonna get a percentage, a commission credit on your account. So let's say I earn $5 off my online sale. I see that in my account, so it either brings down the amount I owe Avon by $5, or it gives me a credit balance of $5 if I don't owe anything. So what happens is when your account has a credit balance over $5, you're issued a direct deposit on the 1st and the 15th of the month. It takes a couple days to hit your bank account. You can set up direct deposit under my account, and I think it says get paid by Avon. So those are not just credits. That is your money. It's either taking away the amount that you owe Avon, or it's giving you a credit on your giving you a positive balance. So how do you get paid for building your team? That is also done best through direct deposit. If you do not have direct deposit, they will issue a prepaid Visa card with your earnings on it. So that's going to be any of your leadership bonuses. If you are earning off your team, then you will also receive it that way. So if you have any questions about getting paid for leadership, I would call the leadership hotline. I hope they're trying to simplify the process of getting paid, because it's a little bit confusing with all the different ways. So here is where you pay your bill. If you're brand new and you're submitting your first order, wait until you get that email from Avon saying what you need to pay to release your order. Find sales meetings in your area. I don't know how long those will be around with the changes that are taking place at corporate, but there definitely will be upcoming workshops and different live events within your area. If you go to that my order, let's see, if you click on your Avon and it's just the main homepage splash, down in the bottom left, you'll see the Success Center. There's really helpful information in there. So go there, check it out. Some of it's outdated, but really helpful info. It's got incentives, it's got events, it has sales tools. One of my favorite pages on youravon.com. So how can you get people to shop on your website? Every single customer can use this code one time. but they can only use it one time. So if they place a $10 order and they use it, they get $1 off, and that's all they ever get. So try to encourage them to place bigger orders. And how you can do that is say, get 10% off on any size online order. Use code WELCOME10 at your website. $40 equals free shipping. Okay, so most people want free shipping, so they will try to build it to that level so that they don't have to pay anything extra. So what are some tips on building our online presence, being on social media? I gotta say in the beginning, unless you're gonna be only online, I would spend probably equal time out in the field and building your online business. They both have different challenges, but sometimes building online can take some time and consistency. So work on it as you go. Work in all three areas and grow little by little. It's really important to get follow-up information so you can continue marketing to those people that you're meeting. So you can go to your Avon website. There's little share buttons on every single product page. That will bring them directly back to your website. You can also copy the URL up in the pages as long as it has either rep ID, which is going to be your account number, or your reference code, which is what you chose for your Avon website. So make sure they have one of those two things in there, and then you're safe copying and pasting that link to bring people into your website. Get images and ideas from the social media center. Sometimes it's better to upload them yourself than sharing directly from the social media center. So experiment, share some links, share some images, try different things, figure out what works for you, and watch your stats. If they're not going up over time, you may want to switch up your routine. And then watch Avon Corporate. If you have time, don't take the lazy option and share, because you will not reach as many people. So if you're going to take the time to go onto social media, upload it yourself or come up with your own status update. Anytime you share, you're not going to get the reach that you would get if you came up with something and put it in there yourself. There are no discounts for 20% off. Avon really went away from offering such a deep discount online so that they could give us more commission. So the trade-off was not as many coupon codes, but more commission for reps. So use that welcome 10 as a lure to get people to your website. Put that on your labels, put that everywhere, and especially like in your email signature, on your social media profiles. And you always want to say to buy or sell Avon. Just get in the habit of looking for new team members right from the beginning. When you do that and put that in your routine, you don't have to go back and retrain yourself to become a recruiter. So how to sign up someone on your team is pretty nice to do it online because it's not as intimidating. You can go in and post a link, and if nobody responds, oh well. So it's a little bit easier because you're putting the opportunity out there. People can choose if they want to click on it or not. You can send them to startavon.com with your reference code, which is the end of your Avon website. They can also go to your website and it says Sell Avon at the top. So you can click on that and you can copy that URL as well. recruiting bonuses. So this is where I was talking about while you're in the Kickstart program, you can earn $50 on each qualified team member, and that's unlimited. So you want to recruit 10 people that are all successful and meet those qualifications. That's $500 in your pocket. So really look at these opportunities, and when you're deciding what you're gonna do with your time, think about how you can be the most profitable. You also get a 3% sponsoring bonus for the life of that representative's career. So you recruit them, you get a nice cash bonus. You also get a percentage of their sales. I don't like to go too far into recruiting for new reps because I know some people are just not interested in that, and that's fine. I was focused on sales for the first 5 years. I wish I would have focused on leadership earlier, but I still have a long career ahead of me. So we have an exciting incentive going on right now. It's based on improving over last year. But if you were not a rep last year, your goal is to get $150 in sales in each of campaigns 14 to 17. If you're still in your Kickstart, don't look at that 150. Go look at your Kickstart chart, and you'll get that 150 as long as you're in your 2nd through 7th campaign. So you can earn level 1 by meeting it 3 out of 4 campaigns. You can meet level 2 with the bracelet and 9 charms if you meet it all 4 campaigns. So here is RepFest. I was talking about it a little bit earlier before the call, and just a really great event. Last year it was in Las Vegas, and this year it is in Nashville in August. Team Momentum has over 20 people going, so don't feel hesitant. If you can afford to go and you can make your way there, do it. It'll change your business. It could bring your business forward a couple years time if you just take your time and try to figure things out yourself. So make the most of all Avon events and participate in any and all of the training that they offer. Something exciting about participating at RepFest this year is that you will be one of the, I guess there's over 6,000 of us registered now. You'll get to be able to sell the health and wellness line that they are launching next year, but we'll get to sell it in 4th quarter for being a RepFest attendee. So that's exciting. I have some top service providers that I really recommend. As a new representative, I really recommend doing Square. Make it simple to take credit and debit cards. You get that little thing. I have it. I don't know where it is right now, but they send it to you for free. So you just put it in your phone and you swipe. It's really easy to use. So sign up for that. It's also important to get promotional items. So check out these marketing material companies that I put on here. Get t-shirts, get signs for your car, get a sign for your yard. Those are all really helpful partners in the beginning when you're trying to get your Avon business off the ground. I recommend subscribing to my YouTube channel, and then I listed out some of the videos that I have that are geared directly towards the new representatives. And then here's my different websites. Team Momentum Facebook group is closed only to my team, but Makeup Marketing Online is open to all reps. So definitely join in there. We love sharing marketing ideas and encouraging each other, sharing tips and tools and all that good stuff. So I'm going to go real quick into just the order process, and then I will take some questions for a few minutes here. There is a social media center app, so you want to definitely download that. You also can go into your web office and find the social media center there. If you're on my team, I really advise taking the time to go through my online training if you're at all interested in building an online business. We have a question of what is the estimated cost for startup. They have 3 choices for a kit: $25, $50, and $100. You really can't estimate what it's going to cost to start up, because it's really up to you how much you want to invest back into the business. If you don't need the money, I recommend investing as much as you can back into the business, because it'll help you build faster. If you're doing it for extra money and you need the money, only invest a percentage back into your business, and that's it. It gets annoying seeing people post that Avon ripped them off. This is your business. You need to watch the profit coming in and the expenses that you create. It's your responsibility to make a profit. So keep track of all your expenses and all your revenue coming in. Okay, so on this page here, we have the Success Center, and that's where I was telling you you could find incentive and meeting and helpful information there. I used to go through the whole youravon.com, and I think it's too much. So take your time exploring. The My Account page is going to be your account information, how you get paid, how you contact people, who your support is, how you get a hold of them. That's going to be where your invoices are listed and where you pay your bill. Also where those key campaign dates are. Web office is something really important to check out. As an online rep, you can do emails, you can share from the social media center. Try to collect email addresses so that you can begin marketing to those people. You can upload your contacts so that they start getting your Avon emails. You can tell if you're on my team under My Account, and I think it says Get Support. So if you're creating new customers, you can do that right here. Your name should already be in there. So create order. And basically, everything that you want to order from is here. The item entry form is if you have the 6-digit product numbers. I really recommend using the tool to add customers so you can keep track of their purchases over time. If they ask you a question about what they ordered, you can go back and find that. So anything that you're buying for yourself or sales tools, you can put under your own name. You can back order 2 campaigns. So if someone comes to you during campaign 13 and says that they had a campaign 12 order, you can still get that pricing. So you use the drop-down menu you can click on this little magnifying glass and do a search here. The more specific you can be, the better, because we have thousands of products. So be careful when you just choose the lowest price, because it could be like buy one, get one half off. So you need to make sure you follow the rules that are in the book to get the best price. But you can click on the product number over here. You go down and add items to order. You can shop by the brochures. So if you don't have the book with you, you can browse through them here. You can shop what's new on here. This is where you order brochures. There's a link that shows you the pricing. So pricing info, and it's also going to ask you at the end if you wanted to order brochures, and it'll tell you whether you added them to the cart or not. You can order the samples. Look in your what's new for like sample bundles. A lot of times they'll give you a price break when there's a new product launch or a sale that's highlighting specific products. With samples, if you don't have a lot of money to invest, I really recommend asking people what they want to try instead of just giving everyone a sample. Maybe they don't want it. Maybe they're allergic to perfume. So ask first. And then with skincare, try to give multiple samples so that they can start to see a result. Sales tools. You're going to find your shopping bags. You're going to find those clear literature bags if you want to hang on people's doors. So you can add those to your order by being right in here. You can order outlet or sales flyers. So your Avon.com looks different for brand new representatives. So if mine looks different than yours, that's probably why. Hopefully you have that that success center somewhere. Yeah, so that is about it. I'll go back and just walk you through submitting it. And you can, under sales tools, you can also order the pink order books for free. So you would check. It doesn't matter. Nothing's going to change based on how many customers you say you're serving. So just be honest. Oops. And ship separate is going to ship it immediately, but you're going to pay extra. So do it as a regular shipment. I suggest building your orders in here as the campaign goes on, but not submitting until you're ready to submit it for the whole campaign. Because if you do submit it early as a regular shipment, it's not going to ship until your RPS, your schedule, is due. So just because you're submitting it earlier doesn't mean you're going to get it any earlier. So you hit continue. And it'll remind you about the brochures here. And then it gives you a little special offer down here. Continue to order summary. It's telling me I didn't add brochures. But you do want to add them. So every time you place a regular order, make sure you're ordering brochures for the campaign 2 campaigns ahead, which is the default. So if you use that product number, I think it was 055745. So that's going to automatically give you the brochures for 2 campaigns ahead. And then you submit order. And again, it's going to tell you an estimated amount due, but I would wait until you get that email so you don't have to make multiple payments. Some of you may have a $100 credit limit. Some of you may not. So it's just best to get in the practice of collecting payment when someone submits their order. That way you have it. Be careful when your customers order outlet products. I always give a warning. Those products are while supplies last, so sometimes they're not available. I'll be sure to let you know if there's any problems with your order. So as long as you're upfront and honest with people, they're usually easy to work with. Every once in a while you get someone who's not, but sometimes you can't help that. So hopefully I covered a lot of helpful information. I'll stay on for a few minutes for any questions. Nose is running, hang on. My allergies have been acting up lately. Okay. So Charlotte, with the flexible ordering, so right now there are only certain people on flexible ordering. So if you are on flexible ordering, I believe it tells you the dates between when you can order. So that should be under my account, and then under profile and account information, I believe. Yeah, so you should have a calendar here. So how it works is Avon is trying out flexible ordering where you can submit your order at any time during their 2-week time frame for the calendar. They're trying to make it simpler so that we don't all have different due dates, but there are challenges with them meeting order and inventory demands on the flexible ordering schedule. So I don't really know what's happening with it. That's about all I do know, is that you want to submit it at any time between those dates. Avon University is very helpful. There is some outdated information on there. I know they're working on redoing a lot of the training. That's why I'm hesitant to recommend it right now. But definitely go through the new rep training list. And if you have any questions, you know, some of the information may be outdated. So just double check with customer service or with your upline. Allergies. Julie has allergies too. All right. What is the difference between my name in all caps and my name in upper and lowercase? I'm probably just gonna pull something out of the air for you on this one. I think the caps is how Avon has entered it. When you signed up, you have potentially added yourself again as a different customer. That's my best educated guess. I don't know that for sure. So, yeah, I'll just give you that warning. I don't really know. Okie dokie. Let's see what else we got. Let me look at your Q&A. So how long did it take me? I've been selling for 9 years, but I've built my face-to-face, my online, and my team. The team is the most profitable. So try it all. Try to figure out what you're good at and what you like doing. I never wanted to recruit. I didn't like the idea of asking people if they wanted to do something I didn't think they wanted to do. So I like the online way where I can write an article about it and people get informed and then make a decision based on that. So just figure out the way that works for you. And what works for me may not work for you. So you just keep trying. How to make an open house while you don't have friends to invite. My advice for that is going to be to find craft fairs and vendor events where you can set up a table. So I would probably say don't do an open house, do an event where you can do tables. I know a lot of people have had luck with that Nextdoor app as well by finding neighbors. So there's so many different ways you can sell and recruit and everything else. So build it how you want it. And when you find things that work, keep doing them. Put them in your routine. What's a good way to talk people into purchasing Avon? I am not a persuader. I try to get the facts and I say what I like about it and I give them my honesty and I let them decide because then they can't be mad at me if they don't like it. So for me, being a good sales rep is just about providing good service, giving the facts and letting the customer decide for themselves. To get people wanting to look at a book, I would just carry it with you and just say, hey, you want an Avon catalog? You know, they always tell you in training classes not to ask questions that are answered with a yes or a no, but I like that question because it tells me immediately if someone wants my book or not. And if they don't, they're saving me money. So I like to be very straight and honest. Do you want a catalog? If they say no, it's not the end of the world. How much would the initial investment be to start online? So the lowest starter kit is $25. That's the minimum you have to spend to open an Avon account, whether you're going to sell online or face-to-face. Do I recommend buying demos or out of the brochures to get more earnings? You know, I never really had a traditional business, so that is hard for me to answer. If I didn't have a lot of money to invest, I would maybe pick a couple demos campaign if I could afford that, and just try a couple at a time. But I wouldn't stock up too much on product. I prefer selling directly from the catalog, but that's just my personal preference. If you back order from an older campaign, do the sales go towards your current campaign total? Yeah, so I should have mentioned that as well. Your face-to-face and your online sales combine to determine your earnings level. So if you're interested in earning more, well, oh, sorry, they changed that. Okay, never mind that I said that. But I should cover the President's Program. Go on youravon.com and go under rewards and recognition and learn about Avon's President's Program. That should be your sales goal your first year, is to make President's Club. So I didn't answer your question, Amy, but if you back order from a different campaign, it still counts as award sales in the current campaign. Do you have another Facebook page for your Avon customers to talk about products? I have a Facebook business page, and then I have my personal profile. I have groups for my team and makeup marketing online, and then I also have a page for makeup marketing online. There are different advantages for having a group over a page and vice versa. So I would try both, see where you get good results, and stick with what works best for you. Best way to do returns for customers. So you get 1 free return a month. Under my account, there is a process returns option here, and it walks you through it. So I would do them probably once a month so that you save on any shipping costs, and doing it directly through youravon.com is the easiest way. Where do you get coupon info and specials on ordering info? So like I mentioned in here, that they don't really do coupons anymore. The 10% off and then like free shipping over 25 is really all they do anymore, in order to be able to give us more commission. Somewhere where I get when they have free shipping is my own email list. So I signed up for my customer email list so that I can see what they're getting. So you can do that by this little widget here. You can also register and sign up for email there. Okay, how to get t-shirts and Avon name tags. So Vistaprint is a really affordable marketing material company. There is Town and Country, where everything is made for Avon. So you can go to my community, Avon Advantage. And these are all people that we have partnered with. So you can go to Town and Country, and there is all kinds of Avon logo items on there. Some of it's a little pricier than others. So if you want to do Vistaprint, do that, you know, or these are really nice products, and they have them all pre-formatted. There's also on Facebook, Avon Signs and Decals makes signs for your car. Nextdoor app, I have not used that one, so I'm not going to answer that because I don't know. I just know that it has worked for some people. You can go to avonrepfest.com to register. And coupons for Town and Country. So the only place I know to get those is free shipping. Like here it's mentioned, and then like you can follow them on Twitter. I know I get their email, but I don't know how you sign up for that without making a purchase. So you can use this over here. Free business cards and free t-shirt, but those are the only ones I know about, unless you could call them and find out how to get on their email list. Okay, so the widgets, let's go. Bright light is like blinding.
Turn it down.
I don't know how to use it yet.
Dimmer behind your screen.
Okay, so we are looking at, what are we looking at? What'd you ask me about on the web office? Oh, the widgets. Okay. So go to edit my e-store. Okay, so all these little edit icons you can click on. And you can decide what you want there. So you can choose this module and it shows up there. I kind of like that one right there. Maybe I should do this more often. All right, so we'll put that. You can change here. Choose this module. I like the skincare advisor and I like the newsletter sign up because that's collecting people's information. Uh-oh, Cheryl's back. Hi, Cheryl. Oh, I know I was laughing at you earlier because I said you kept texting me today and I told you I had to work. Like, I gotta work, woman. She's excited about vacation. So am I, but I did not tell you to shut up. Okay, so connect with me. You can put all of your, you can put all of your social media handles in there. Don't put the whole website, just put your username. You can do advanced options. Change this with caution if you dare. I wouldn't really mess with that unless you have a really good reason why you want to switch your website name. Hi, Steph. Are you leaving, Stephanie? Thanks for joining, like usual. Meta tags. Okay, so that just shows you what Avon has put in there for us. Google Analytics, follow this so that you can monitor your website activity to see if it's increasing. And let's see. When it comes to clothing and shoes exchange, what's recommended? Call your sales center if you live close to one, or call customer service and wait for the product. I don't live near a sales center, so I don't know what the process is for there. So I process my returns through youravon.com. We ship them back and I either put it on my next order or I request the exchange. So that's how I do it. I don't know if that helps you or not. If they order online, there is a different process. And I think they get a return sheet that they just have to fill out and send back to Avon with the product. If your online customers have issues, I always call 800-500-2866, and they're really helpful with customer service. So a lot of times I'll take care of my online customers' questions and issues for them, and it makes them happy so they don't have to deal with it. All right, Sarah. Yeah, that's why you don't really want to change your website name unless there's a really good reason for it. But it's kind of silly because you create it right in the beginning when you don't really know what you're doing. So if you come up with a really long name, that could be a reason why you want to switch it. All righty. Well, you guys' questions are calming down. 9:30, so I know it's 10:30 for some of you. I hope you found this helpful. Join Makeup Marketing Online on Facebook if you're not on there already. And then I do have a webinar on the 29th. that might have to be like a really long one because that's my only other webinar this month with all the travel. So have a great June, and we'll have cocktails on the beach for you. Hopefully you guys can all be there. There's nothing better than an Avon trip. Work your Avon business, have fun, try not to get frustrated. Try not to get mad at Avon. They're not perfect, but there is more good than there is bad, and it's worth it, and you can build a life of your dreams with Avon. So have a great night, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Oh, buddy. Tell Buddy I'm mad at him. All right, have a good night, guys.